What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing today? This is Queen Bills, your host with the most, and we are on Preach TV. Playing, you already know, Preach the Game. Here I have a special guest for you today, like I always do, but this is my good friend, Miss Brittany Jackson. Go ahead and say hey to the people, love.
Hey, y'all.
I said she's all the way from the islands up there doing the island thing. Yeah. Doing the island thing. So I'm glad you took time out of being on the beach. On your busy saying, got sand in your toes and all that stuff to take time out of that just to grace us with your presence. Why don't you tell us just briefly a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind?
Oh wow. Where should I start? Well, I can say I know you because we work together at Bel Air High School. So I'm a teacher. I teach robotics and computer science. I'm also an entrepreneur. I own 2 of my own businesses. And yeah, I'm just excited about being here. I've never played Preach, so we'll see.
Okay. Well, hey, she said she never played Preach, and that's the funny thing is we here to play Preach. So remember, 4 things we about to cover. We about to spin, we gonna pick, we gonna think, and then we gonna preach. Ain't nothing else to it. You can handle that?
Yep.
All right, let's spin the spinner. Let's see what we got.
Oh Lord.
All right. No whammies.
I should be able to see that board. I don't know if you're trying to cheat me.
Oh, okay. Well then, look, I'll spin it. Spin it like that. Then I ain't gonna do you like that. All right. So we landed on green. Green is parables.
Oh my God.
Green is parables.
Okay. What were the other ones? Can I see what the other ones were?
Okay, the other ones were you had manna fresh, you had quotes, what's the difference, witness this, and slogans.
Okay.
All right, so
I'll take parables.
You actually came out good, and believe it or not, you are going to knock this card out of the park. I got faith in you. I know that you can handle it. So I'm going to allow you to read what's on the card off of this. So here is your thought. Your thought is what?
Playing with sin is like playing Russian roulette. Oh, Lord. Whew. That's whew.
Come on, do you trust me or do you trust me? I told you. God has it in your hand. I'm just saying. All right, so here is your minute to think. Your minute to think starts now, okay? And you can use the Bible if you want.
Leave the card up there because I'm forgetful. I'm getting old.
All right. Your minute to start is now. All right, so that is the card. Says playing with sin is like playing Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Russian roulette. Okay.
I'm not a gambler, but I do know what Russian roulette is. Okay.
All right.
I think I do.
All right. So for you guys that are out there in social media land, remember she has to cover 3 things in order for to win the points. Okay. She has to preach with substance relevant to the card. She has to use a biblical or scriptural reference that's relevant to the card, and she can say the Bible says, the Bible talks about, or in the Word it talks about, and that's fine. And last but not least, she has to talk or preach for a minute, okay? All right, so it's my custom here on Preach TV to play my bass line, my patented bass line.
Don't distract me.
But let's see, I'm not gonna short you, but I know you're gonna get a kick out of this. Here it goes.
I got a question. Can we add something personal?
Of course. That's all a part of your testimony.
Okay.
That's all a part of the testimony, but you still
I'm kind of ready already. Like, do I have to wait?
No, your minute is up. No, I'm finished.
Oh.
Finish. Your minute is a thing. All right, now remember, all right, just to show you the card again, because you said you want to see the card. So playing with sin is like playing Russian roulette, okay?
Okay.
All right. So for you out there in social media land that help me count it down, remember, 3, 2, 1, preach. Boom, what you got?
All right, so when I think about my card, the first thing I think about is that God gives us options, right? And when I also think about roulette. So I know that roulette is kind of like a 50% chance, right? You either get red or black when you're gambling, right? And that's the same thing with life. We can be either of the world or we could be of God, of the spiritual realm, right? And so my personal take on that is that I just actually went through this. I always tell people I like to, when I speak about God and my relationship with him, I always come from a place of experience, right? So after being in a relationship and being in just multiple different relationships where I was sinning, I was not married, and I was sleeping around, and so I was sleeping with the guys I was with or whatever. And so what I realized is that that's not of me, and that's not of the relationship I want to have with God. I don't want to just be going around, even though I'm with you or in a relationship with you, I don't want to be going around just having sex with you. So I decided to start practicing celibacy and focus more on my relationship.
Time. Hey, your time is up, but I do want you to finish that thought. Keep going.
Okay. So I wanted to focus more on my relationship with God and why it's not good to give my body away. I know that, they always say you have these soul ties and everything else to different people that you sleep with. And so I guess my thing was, even though it's very huge in the Bible, thou shalt not sin, so that was just one thing that brought me closer to being of God and not of the world. If that makes sense, right? Okay. Right. So yeah, there you
go. Okay. So in so many words, you said just breaking those relationships was the very thing that allowed you to somewhat conquer the sin nature that you had in order for the grow in Christ.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you.
Look at you, summarizing very well. Thank you.
I got you. That's what I'm here for. Hey, that's why I get paid the big bucks.
You're so silly.
Yeah, so, but that's dope. You went straight roulette, like on a gambling table. That's what's up, right? I didn't even think about it like that, but definitely, yeah. With roulette, it has sort of the same concept, but on the card it was more Russian roulette. And with Russian roulette, what they do is that's when they have the revolver. The revolver, and they put a bullet in the revolver, and they spin it, and then put it in the revolver, and you just have.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about all that.
Hey, no, but what you said was actually the same concept. So that was really dope, because even when you sin, it's like you take a click. It's like a click, a click, a click, a click. Because grace, you only have so much grace. But if you continue to sin and continue to do those same different things, then eventually it's gonna come a time where you got to pay a penalty for you continue to sin, especially when you know better.
Right, exactly.
Right. So that's exactly what in so many words, that's exactly what you just preached, man. And that was dope, man. Hey.
What I do want to say though, and I wrote it down, but I did not say it. I said, keeping God in mind when you make decisions, even though he give us options and he give us the freedom to make our own decisions. The one thing that a lot of us do not do is keep him in mind. So even if you was to go off of the Russian roulette with the revolver or whatever like that, was that a decision you made on your own when you kept clicking? Or was that something where you decided to say, hey, let me stop, let me take a minute, step back, and before I click again, let me talk to my God about this. Let's make this decision together instead of me making this decision by myself. Does that make sense?
Okay. So you saying that as far as you asking it as a question? Or you asking it, or are you saying, oh, that's what you were just using to minister? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Are you asking it as a question?
Oh, no. I'm saying it like.
Oh, okay, no, because hey, you did an awesome job. Just even with that same concept, because if your mind is not wrapped around that, eventually, it's payday is coming. Payday is coming for everything that you did. Then eventually, you're gonna just continue to click, boom.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely correct when it comes to that. If you don't mind, because you kind of sort of shared your own personal testimony, even in the midst of just that call within itself. So was that more of the defining moment of how you came to know God as Father, or how you came to know Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior? What was it?
Okay, so I was raised in a small country family church is what I call it, because everybody. I was raised Baptist, and everybody was kin to everybody at some point, So And I say at some point because, you know, people still get together, even though they could be kid or whatever. So,
removed don't count. I got you.
Yeah. So I guess my situation was we would literally drive. So my grandparents, pretty much, I lived with them majority of my life. And so we would drive like an hour and a half every Sunday morning. So getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock just to get dressed and leave out the house by 6 o'clock, 6:30 to get to church for 8 o'clock. And sometimes even earlier because church would probably start at like 8:30-ish, but we would have Sunday school before church, okay? So that means getting up even earlier just to get me to Sunday school, okay? So I grew up having to, you know the Bible, having to rehearse and basically put on repeat in my mind Bible verses, and had to be in a choir and all that. So very well put into the church, and it wasn't by choice, obviously, but I guess it never stopped there for me. I know when I got to college, I went to college in DC. I went to the Howard University. I always like to plug my school in.
Keep going.
So while in DC, though, it was hard for me to find a church. And so my uncle became became the pastor of my church back at home. And so if I wasn't like talking to him, asking him to pray for me, doing things, I was talking to my great grandfather. And so what I loved about those conversations with him was that he didn't always reference to the Bible. He actually referenced to things he had went through. And so that made me start thinking like, dang, sometimes we always like to want to compare our lives to what's in the Bible. And majority of the time we have been through some of those things in a different way, but we don't have to always say, oh, let me see if my life was in this Bible somewhere. Like, did somebody go through something I went through,
Right.
So when he started to kind of just like really just preach to me in his own way from experiences that he's had and how God has saved him and how he had nothing but God, that started to push me. So when I graduated from college, I moved to Dallas, and the very first thing that was on my mind was I have to find a church that I love. And I didn't run to a Baptist church. I actually ran to a non-denominational church, and I fell in love right away. I wanted to get involved, but I knew it was because of my experiences. Like, I got closer to God through my experiences. It was times where I didn't have nobody to talk to, but I found myself talking to him. I've had situations where I could have lost my life. Wow. And I knew that it was nothing but God. I actually was telling a story to a friend of mine on this same reason of God has been really putting into me since this quarantine started about speaking more. And I was like, hold up, God, I ain't no preacher. So what is going on here? And that's how me and my God talk. That's how me and my daddy talk. Okay, y'all. But he have been putting into my mind, like, and just in different areas and through other people too, about me talking more about, my experiences with him. And he would give me different topics. But the very first one was called experiences. Mm-hmm. And I remember one of the scariest experiences of my life was I had just been recruited for an internship with a tech company, and my recruiter was taking me out to dinner. And so we both had the right of way. We had a green light, and he went right on through the green light. And when it was my turn, I didn't hit my gas pedal at all. And I did not understand why. Next thing you know, come zooming down the intersection was two like race cars. And so they basically ran a light. Yeah. If I would have went, I would have been gone.
Wow.
And I remember just sitting there like, just in utter shock, like I could have been dead, like
right.
a second ago. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first time it was just like, Lord, like I just remember just going into a full on praise, because it's been times like that, and then sometimes it hasn't even been that obvious. Mm-hmm. that has been nothing but him. I mean, it was times where I didn't know where my next meal was coming from, where when I was laid off and I had to find another job, and that was hard, and moving between states and stuff. And then even in college, I was a broke college student, like a lot of students were. So, and I'm not gonna lie, the CAF food was not always the best food. And when I didn't have that CAF card, I had to figure out what some of my meals were gonna come from.
Right.
And so, it's just been a lot of different situations where I say the reason I'm close to God, the reason I fell in love with him all over again was through my experiences.
Right.
And I ended up getting baptized again because I was baptized when I was 9, but I did not understand what I understand now. So when I was 26, I got baptized again.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. She said she didn't know where the Mambo wings was coming from. She was out there in D.C., y'all. Y'all know them by Howard and the Mambo wings and all that stuff. That
Mambo wings was on point, okay? Our little Mambo sauce, our mix. And if you don't know what a mix is just eliminated tea. It's not an unapoma out there. It's called a mix. And it's amazing.
We gonna see what's up. I get out there to D.C. one day. I'm gonna try it out. Definitely, I got to see the Black Lives Matter. Got to go see the Black Museum, and then also I'm going to go see what's happening with the Mambo wings.
I tell anybody, if you go to the African American Museum, so I went and it literally took me the entire day. My phone was like, by the time I got out of there, my phone was like dead. So you got to go in there with 100% battery or a battery charger with you. And that has to be on 100% as well, because you're going to want to take so many pictures. You're going to go through so many different emotions. But it's absolutely amazing. I mean, it's like 4 levels. So you literally starting underground and going up. And it's going to take you through a lot, y'all. So please go see it, but it's going to take you through a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about your businesses? I know you said you have 2. Why don't you go ahead and share with them a little bit of what you do?
Okay. So my first business, which is my baby, it's called A Taste of Love BR. A Taste of Love BR. It is a catering and meal prepping business. We actually started meal prepping this year. And it has been crazy good. We usually do, we have a website, but it's been under construction for the last 2 months. But within 2 weeks, it's going to be back up. We have a brand new menu, option items, and a lot. So yeah, we cater pretty much all different events, from baby showers, weddings, birthday parties. I do personal chefing for people. So if you want to take your lady friend and want to do something nice or whatever, I'll come and cook and, get set up this romantic ambiance. I've also have it where we can do different meal prepping. Some people might want 3-day meal prepping. I know everybody's kind of on a health kick, especially with the coronavirus.
Right.
So yeah, we do a lot of 3-day, 5-day meal preps for people. So it's, that's all different options you can have. And the last thing is that I know people are tired of cooking with everything that's going on, being quarantined. And so we are cooking meals for families.
Oh, wow.
So I have 3 options. It's 1 or 2. We could cook for 1 or 2 people, just in case you're like me, by yourself, pretty much. So cook for 1 or 2 people. We can do 3 to 5, and then we do a 6 to 9 family meal. And we have like appetizers if you want like certain drinks. My mango tea is people's favorite. So yeah, and we also do health options such as gluten-free, because I'm gluten-free. But gluten-free, vegan, and vegetarian.
That's it, man. Gluten-free is just another way of saying, like, if you fart, it won't stink. That's all gluten-free is.
No, so I have something where I have to be gluten-free, okay? So don't do that. But yeah, so that's the first business, A Taste of Love, which is my joy in my heart. I love to cook. I've been cooking since Lord. since I think I could pick up a spoon, my great grandmother would put me in the kitchen with them and we'll be cooking up. So, yeah, my second business, which I'm so excited about, and even though Corona came and tried to get that thing going crazy, since we're talking about preaching or whatever, I decided to start a fashion line on conversation pieces. And so I have, it's called BU Fashion, and that website will be launched as well in 2 weeks. But it's BU Fashion, and it's all about conversation pieces. Sometimes you want to tell somebody to smile, but you don't want to walk up to that person and be like, smile. So you'll have on a cute little shirt, blouse, whatever, it may say smile. One of our favorite shirts that a lot of people have, because I was taking orders at one point, was Be You, They'll Adjust. Meaning be yourself. And I realized sometimes I will forget that I'm wearing that shirt, and people will be like, I love your shirt, or what you mean they'll adjust? And I'll be like, be yourself. People can't change you, you know, so they're going to adjust to who you are at some point. They might just be like, oh, that's who Bills is, but I mean, still you're you. You're happy with being you.
Right.
So, and that comes with, we're not just doing like t-shirts, and our t-shirts are different. They're not your regular t-shirts. We're making them more fashionable for men and women. So we have different things on them. My favorite one that I actually just came out with, saying that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And it says, thanks, Daddy.
That's it.
And my daddy, as everybody knows, God. So, so yeah, I have a lot of Christian sayings on a lot of my apparel, and we're coming out with workout clothes. So we're gonna have some tights and, you know, the bras, the match the tights for the ladies and stuff like that. We're going to have the shorts, the biker shorts, all of those things. And so yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Definitely, yeah, we're gonna have to see what's up, man. I don't necessarily know about the spandex, that like that. had to give me a muscle hat or something like that. I don't think I'm gonna sit there.
Not a muscle hat. Look, if you have any idea of what we could come up with that will feel comfortable with you as far as apparel, we are here. We just want to make clothes that everybody can love. I'm a thick girl, so I know everybody trying to make money off of thick girls, but them clothes still don't fit right. Okay? Because every thick girl is not the same size, okay?
Right.
So yeah, I'm just out here trying to get it, trying to, you know, just
trying to make it happen.
Make it happen. You know, we can't just sit and be just comfortable. Sometimes you got to get out your comfort zone, do something you wouldn't usually do.
Absolutely. One thing I can say, like, you are definitely truly a genuine person.
Thank you.
Like, you are literally, you're just full of love. You're definitely emotional as all get out. But you're definitely full of love. There's some days, boy, you be sitting there like, hey, what's up, friend? Hey, how you doing? Next thing you know, she'll say, hey, she'll walk by you, but it's because she's just emotional. She means well. She means well, but she loves you.
I do.
I've seen it so many times. Like, you help people at the drop of a dime. I know you give people the shirt off your back.
I will.
At the drop of a hat. And so, man, like, all of this is just an outward expression of the love you give on a daily basis. And I know your business is going to do well. I know it's going to be fine just because of the person that you are, and that you truly just genuinely sow into others for free on a daily basis. So I know God is going to definitely reward you for it continuously. So, hey, if nobody else told you today, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Know what I'm saying? My acting mate.
I know I'm emotional though. I'm making me cry for one of these people. Lord, thank God I ain't put no lashes on and nothing. They cried them lashes off.
That's it. No, we ain't trying to have you like Taraji P up here. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Don't do look, that's my fellow alum. Don't do her. That's not what you gonna do to the Howard women. You ain't gonna do us that. Look now.
I got you. But definitely thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy schedule, being, out there in the Bahamas, with toes out. You know, playing in the beach.
Look, don't get the people alarmed, y'all. I am quarantined, okay? Ain't nobody else out here on the beach but me. Let me fool y'all. It's my own private island.
Yeah, on private island. That's what it is. All right. Nothing wrong with that. But you want to say anything to the people before we go?
No, I enjoyed the game. I'm mad that I didn't know what Russian roulette was, but I enjoyed the game. Look, y'all, this is what y'all gonna get. But I do want to tell you, I'm super proud of you as well, because I've seen you like push this game out like no other. Seen you at church conferences, concerts. Like, you are getting it, and I know that mindset. So keep going. I mean, when you feel doubt, when you get tired, because we get that way, especially as business owners, we get that way, and we thinking, what are we doing wrong, or what are we doing too much of? Even we question what we're doing right, you know. So keep going. I enjoy playing, so I definitely got to get with you on this game. I can't wait to have a game night again. I don't know when that's gonna be, Lord. Might have to do a virtual, but you look like we could play this virtually, right?
I was about to say, hey, look, you set up a virtual
We
game.
did it.
That's what we doing. We like all this is building up into a virtual game night, so we about to make it.
Look at you. You are already ahead of the game, okay?
Doing it, man.
Did you know Corona was coming too? Since you got this virtual game.
I ain't got the keys to Corona. I got the keys. I just know the name. The name can touch anything. So I know the name gonna touch Corona, but I don't know. Yeah, I ain't got the kill yet. If I had it, I'd have sold it by now.
You came ready. Like, when you brought this game out, you was like, you can play in person and virtually. Man, Corona can't touch my game.
That's right. That's right. Hey, just say if you can't change something. Sometimes you got to change the way you think about it.
Yep. Well, I'm proud of you. Keep going.
Thank you so very much. Man. You sitting there talking like that, you gonna make me cry like a man. I ain't gonna cry like no punk. You know how they cry in the movie.
Don't do it. Don't do it till you got it. You good. You good. Whoo, take that deep breath.
That's it, man. Cause men cry, they gotta have that deep breath.
Right. All y'all nostrils got to be out.
Yeah, it got to flare just a little bit. Like nostrils just.
All this hurting in the inside. Right, y'all cool with it.
Jaws locked. And you know, that's what it is. That's all about.
All week. It's so funny.
Yes, indeed. Well, definitely thank you for your time. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I'm pretty sure this is way over probably 15, 20 minutes. So I'm going to have to edit it. But
Lord.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm going to give you the full thing. I love it. So for all of you out there in social media land, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to even watch this episode. And remember, you can go to www.preachthegame.com in order for to purchase a game, or you can even like, follow, or share this episode, or even go and check us out on YouTube, Facebook, or even Instagram at preachthegame.com. That's what it's all about. Any handles you have that you want the people to connect with you with, love?
Yes, you can go check out my Instagram for my business, A Taste of Love BR. Again, in 2 weeks, A Taste of Love BR and BU Fashion will be launching its website. So I'll be sending that to you, get out to the people.
Right.
And then if you just want to get to know me and follow me, my Instagram is Britt, BRIT _Brad, BRATT 22. So yeah.
All right, gotcha. That's it. I can just, hey, hold on. Let me get my toothpick together. I'm going to get a taste of that BR. Get my toothpick together. I'm telling you, it's getting up.
You so silly.
Just imagine. All right, well, thank you guys. And remember, that's how we do it. Preach the game. Remember, you guys, 3, 2, 1, preach. You have a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the game that you've all been waiting for, and the name of the game is called Preach. In 4 short words, the game is spin, think, preach. First thing you're going to do is spin the spinner. Secondly, you're going to pick a card from the categories. Thirdly, you're going to think about the card that you've picked. And fourth, you just preach what comes to mind. So, 3, 2, 1, preach.